When most people picture US troops fighting in the Pacific during World War II, they picture Marines. After all, the Marines handled the Pacific while the Army was busy fighting in Europe and North Africa, right? Wrong. At maximum strength, the Marines fielded 6 divisions in the Pacific and Asia, amounting to somewhere around 250,000 Marines. The Army, on the other hand, fielded 22 divisions in that same region, plus additional combat groups, all of which added up to almost 2 million soldiers in theater. So not only was the Army present in the Pacific, but they vastly outnumbered the Marines, making the Army the primary US land fighting force in the Pacific theater. Throughout the war in the Pacific, Army logistical troops worked hard to supply not only the enormous number of US soldiers in theater, but also the Marine Corps, who relied almost entirely on the Army and Navy for logistical support. Army ground troops were landing on island after island and engaging in brutal fighting with the enemy. Army medical personnel were operating the majority of the field hospitals. The US Army Air Forces were pouring it on the Japanese from above. Army leadership was dictating the strategy of the war. I could keep going on, but you get my point. Now, my intention here is in no way to discredit the contributions of the brave Marines who served in the Pacific during World War II. In fact, it's my opinion that the efforts of both the Army and the Marines in the Pacific are often underrepresented and not given the spotlight they deserve.